Good morning. I have so many questions. I'm still getting through all the DMs on natural peptides that I started talking about the other day, and I did not realize how busy this would be, my messages. And I'm getting through everything on both Instagram and Facebook, and I've had a few comments or questions that I wanted to answer here so I can tag you in this video. There's a few different things out there that are definitely hot topics, one being a GLP-1, and then you can go into the world of a natural GLP-1, and then the next being peptides, and then going into the world of natural peptides. And which one should we use, and why are they beneficial, and how to make sure that we get the best benefit out of them and be able to sustainably and safely lose weight. So drop a comment if you're here watching this live. Just need to make sure that you can hear me, and then you can drop a comment that you're watching this recorded later as well. So if you feel like you can't lose weight, or my eye itches. Okay, these are some things that you might be struggling with if you're watching this. You can't lose weight, you have belly fat you can't get rid of, you have headaches, you have insomnia, you either can't go to sleep or you wake up in the middle of the night not able to fall back asleep. You need a nap every day at 2 p.m. No amount of coffee gets you through your day. You have headaches, mood swings, brain fog, and low libido. If those are any things that you're struggling with, chances are your hormones have shifted and your metabolism is slow. And especially as we get into perimenopause age, if you have gray hair coming in, if you had a car phone when you were younger, if you know what a party line is, if you know what dial-up internet is, all of that, that's our age demographic. We're hitting perimenopause. Men, if you're watching this, you struggle with a lot of the same hormonal changes. Biggest one for men also is that no matter how much you're lifting in the gym, you can't seem to build muscle. Women too, but for men, when testosterone is low, that is one of the biggest energy as well for men. Two of the biggest indicators for men that we are, not we because I'm not you, but that you are struggling with hormone shifts as you get older, as well as metabolism changes. And you're probably stuck in a metabolic pattern. There's 3 main metabolic patterns that you could be stuck in that's keeping you from being able to burn fat. So now we talk about how do we fix this. Okay, number one, you have to have the habits in place. When I was 29 to 31, I lost 70 pounds by shifting my lifestyle and creating good habits. Now that I am almost 40 and my body's acting differently than it did back then, there are supplements that are definitely helping people, and you can go to a synthetic route, which is injectable, or you can go a natural route. So those habits, in case you don't know them, the things that I did to lose 70 pounds includes, from the top down and the most important, eating enough food. So 3 full meals per day. I was eating at least 1,600 calories when I was in a deficit. But I wasn't tracking my calories, just 3 full meals per day. Number 2, 5 servings of protein per day, and that's about 140 grams of protein. Number 3, at least 7,500 steps every day, if not over 10K. Number 4, getting enough sleep, so not doom scrolling on my phone at night, and then waking up without just going straight onto my phone as well, because we need natural melatonin to do its job and cortisol to rise and decrease naturally as well. Number 4 is 10 minutes of quiet downtime every day to get rid of stress. Number 5 is half my body weight in ounces of water. Number 6 is 3 to 4 strength training workouts per week, and I feel like that was actually 7. I think I said one of the numbers twice. Secret habit number 8, no more alcohol. I didn't quit alcohol when I was back losing weight, but I have now. My body doesn't like it anymore, and I don't like it, honestly. Well, I'm over it. It's been a year and a half I haven't drank. So those are the habits that you need in place. Now let's talk about the additions of what we can do when we start to get older and how to support our systems better. TRT and HRT is a third piece of this puzzle. Those are hormone replacement therapies, testosterone replacement therapy for men, full hormone panel replacement therapy for women. And those things are going to work at the base level of how do we get our hormones working for us again. They are injectable, and progesterone is usually in a pill form. These are working at an overlying natural hormone panel level to change some things, and not they will help with things like energy, weight loss a little bit, but then we get into this, how do we really hack our system to work more for us in our favor as we get older? And that's where I'm just talking about GLP-1 today and peptides. I'm not going to talk about HRT or TRT here. You can message me separately my thoughts on all of that. So you have all those symptoms I messaged at the beginning of this video: brain fog, low libido, inability to sleep through the night, can't go to sleep, you wake up at 3 a.m. and you can't fall back asleep, I said brain fog, can't get rid of belly fat, can't lose weight, headaches, mood swings, brain fog. All of those are possibly symptoms of imbalanced hormones and slow metabolism that you're struggling with. So you can go on a GLP-1 and you can quiet the food noise and you can get your body to start burning fat for you. But unfortunately, a GLP-1, an injectable one, is typically going to cause us to not be able to build muscle. The more muscle that you have, the faster your metabolism is and the faster you can burn fat. So if you can build your lean muscle, you can break through the metabolic pattern that you might be stuck in, and then you'll be able to burn fat. But a GLP-1 is going to just work on the surface level to change. If you go to the doctor and you say, I'm struggling with all these symptoms, the doctor's going to say, great, a GLP-1 will get rid of those symptoms and you'll lose weight. And the symptoms are gone and you feel great for a little bit and you're losing weight. But unfortunately, the underlying cause is that you are still trying to build a house on sand. And every time you build that house, it keeps falling over. That's why something like a GLP-1 will work for a little bit and then it stops working, or you have all of the aftermath side effects where you're like, wait a second, I don't know if this is any better than it was before. It's because the main cause of the problem is that you still have a house that's not being built on cement, it's being built on sand. So you can go the GLP-1 route. There's also a natural GLP-1 out there from Arbonne, and maybe a few other companies are making them, which I do actually agree with the natural one from Arbonne. It does quiet the food noise, and so it also is going to help create that cement foundation by just changing habits. But then we're wondering, how do we still get into this muscle building and fat burning phase that we need to be in order to create the most sustainable fat loss plan where we keep the weight off? And that's where we get into peptides, and that's the last part of this. So you've probably seen my videos about the team member analogy and the CEO, but the CEO of your body is your DNA, and the CEO has a vision, and that vision is to build muscle and burn fat and break through that metabolic pattern. And that's really changing the core problem. So you say, I have all these symptoms: headaches, brain fog, low libido, low drive in life, belly fat I can't get rid of, insomnia. Those are all my symptoms. And the CEO says, I see those symptoms and I get that we need to change that. But let's also work at the core level and make sure that we solve this once and for all, because the CEO's vision is to really build that house on cement and stop building it on sand. So then we get the natural peptides, or peptides in general. You have 1,000 of them in your body right now without adding any additional ones. You have 1,000 of them, and they want to get to the CEO and help that CEO create that vision. However, the CEO's door is locked and it's hard to get through it, or because your habits are not in the right place, or you've got good habits in place and you're doing everything right on paper, but there's just not enough peptides that are acting as team members to help the CEO bring that vision to fruition. So we can hire more team members to help the CEO. And that's hiring more peptides. And you can either hire natural peptides or you can hire synthetic injectable peptides. And if you're asking me, I would all the time rather do something natural if I can. So that's where I hired natural peptides, and I've already done it for a week already and I feel amazing. So now all of my team members in my body are not having to work double time. I just hired more of them. They're able to get to the CEO, and the CEO can say, yeah, let's build muscle and burn fat. And with that, we get more energy back. We get rid of our brain fog. We have no more mood swings. Our libido's back, and we're not taking hours to fall asleep. And we're also not waking up at 3 in the morning, taking hours to go back to sleep. And belly fat's gone, as well as overall we're able to lose weight. That's the difference in all of those things. And really, you just have to ask yourself, do I want to work on something that hits at the deep root of the cause, or do I just want to solve the symptoms for a little bit? And I think 9 times out of 10 people will say I'd rather hit the deep root of the cause and solve this once and for all. So if you have any questions, drop them below or send me a message directly if you'd rather not ask that out in the wild, in the open here. And I hope that this was helpful. Just let me know, was it helpful? I love doing live videos and teaching you guys things or sharing my experience, but I don't want to share it if it's like, don't really care for it. So let me know, and have a good morning.